Hey there, so we're at Hyde Vineyards with the one and only Chris Hyde, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on this time of year with this beautiful Hyde Syrah. So what are you guys doing at this time of the year when we're in between, fruit set and duration still,
So,
few
yeah.
month and a half away?
Yep, we're about 8 weeks from harvest. Probably with Syrah, 8 to 10 weeks. So we just finished a pass getting the canopy straightened up. Syrah is one of these vines that likes to grow sticking straight out all over the place. So you have to do quite a bit of work. That's what these trellis wires are for. You end up tucking all the shoots up. Otherwise it doesn't look so pretty. The clusters are all kind of lined up right here, right where the shoots began growing several months ago in March. We had bud break at the end of March, and we ended up having a pretty good fruit set. You can see these clusters, the berries are all pretty even size. This fruit set happened in June. You have very big Syrah clusters, nice wings on them. This thing's going to grow a little bit bigger. You're going to have the berries get to be pretty big size, and in a few weeks we'll have veraison.
That's pretty characteristic of Syrah, right? Like a very long cluster with a very long peduncle, like the main little stem.
Oblong shaped berry, and we don't do any herbicide use here. It's all organically cultivated. We knock down all the weeds, and all this dry grass is going to trap the moisture into the soil. We had plenty of rainfall, so the vineyards are still very vigorous. You can see these tendrils. That's a sign of healthy vines, vigorous vines. And so honestly, we're just waiting for these berries to size up at this point. There's plenty of crop in here. They'll get colored up, then we'll come through and maybe remove anything that is a little more on the green side. Get everything really nice and even. Avoid any tangling up, but the crew's done a nice job of separating everything when we did shoot thinning, and you see the shoots are all positioned nice even space away from each other, 4 to 6 inches. So we have a nicely spread canopy, and it's going to continue to grow a little bit more. And we haven't had to do hardly any irrigation this year due to all the rainfall, which is nice. So you can see we just ran a hedger through here and trimmed everything up, and yeah,
Awesome.
we're waiting for harvest time.
Yeah, it looks great. And we were talking about this a minute ago. Can you tell us a little bit about how you manage your soils and why this row is more bare than this one, and how you use cover crops and so on?
Yeah, so we do tillage on every other row. We find that that's ideal for maintaining vigor and soil health, but also it gives us the opportunity to grow cover crops. We mowed it and disced it in, and we'll repeat that process for a few years where we do some tilling, lay down some seed, and then let the cover crops grow. And then this year we did leguminous or vetch, beans, peas, and we cut it down to capture the nitrogen. It's a natural fertilizer for the soil.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in the next year or two we're going to convert, which means we'll plow everything and we'll convert the cover crop over to the next row. So what it does is it gives you a corridor or an avenue for insects and wildlife to live, while not tilling everything. You maintain some of the soil health by keeping some of it natural grass.
Awesome. Am I using those legumes that naturally fix nitrogen in the soil, right?
Yeah, and some years
you're providing natural fertilizer, being able to maybe use some less.
After a big year like last year, legumes are great to replenish nitrogen in the soil. Some years we'll put in insectary flowers to sort of add to the natural mix of seeds and plants that we want to be growing here. And other years we'll add mustard. There's really different reasons for every sort of cover crop that you'll plant.
Yeah. Excellent. What a treat to be a grapevine at Hyde Vineyards, right?
Yeah, we take good care of these babies.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Chris.
Pleasure, Paco.